We usually film all of our running content inside of the studio, but today we're heading to the embassy. That's right, Drake's house. Stick around and let me explain. Okay, so we've made it to the Bridle Path, which is Toronto, Canada's version of Beverly Hills. A bunch of massive homes here. Rumor has it that they're owned by Celine Dion, Gordon Lightfoot, Mick Jagger apparently rents a place, I'm not sure. But mostly, the king of Toronto himself lives in this neighborhood, Drake. He's like just across the street. And we're here to get the Strava segment in front of his house. So this is actually one of the most popular Strava segments in Toronto. Right now the time stands as 2 minutes and 13 seconds for a segment that's 750 meters long. So that pace is roughly 257 a kilometer. When you convert that to miles, I think that's like 446. I've done this pace before, but I want to get the segment, so this is what we're here to do. We're here to put our stake into the ground and claim the leaderboard.
How long do you think you're gonna hold it for?
I want this video to do well and for people to see it and take it as a challenge to beat it. So, of course, you know, I want to go like, I don't want to go 212. I want to beat it by a lot to make it difficult for the next person. So, I don't know. I think the harder it is, the more of a challenge it's going to be for people to come and dethrone me.
So what shoes do you have on today?
Right now I have the Nimbus 26 by Asics. I'm on an Asics kick right now. And for the workout, or for the race, for the run, I'm not sure what to call it, I'll have the Magic Speed 4. So we just compared them with the Super Blast 2. And the Magic Speed 4 feel a lot like a racing shoe, but I couldn't get myself to wear the fastest Asics shoe, the Metaspeed Paris, because I'm telling myself in my head that I can't treat this like a race because it's just me running in a neighborhood. I can see how we're getting a lot of weird looks. I didn't think about this before. Having one guy dressed in all black and another dude with a camera gallivanting around the richest neighborhood in Toronto. People are very suspicious. I think people think that I'm a really rich guy who thinks he can run, so he hired a guy to take videos of him. And so I'm ready to prove these guys wrong by ripping down the street.
Kendrick or Drake?
I feel like if I say Kendrick too loud, someone's gonna come out and hurt me. So Drake all the way. I do think that Kendrick's diss track, Not Like Us, was better than Drake, better than anything Drake put out in that time, but I think overall Drake just has incredible volume. Okay, at the start, I didn't really have a strategy other than try to remember what an 800 meters feels like and run like that. So basically, sprint at 90% effort and try to make it to the end without slowing down too much. And what happens when you're running that quickly is that the first 20 to 30 seconds feel fine because you're not taxing your aerobic system yet. And in my case, I was all hyped up on adrenaline. So at this point, I feel good. But then after those first 30 seconds, just as I start to feel the first bits of pain in my legs, my mind quickly shifted from, let's get after it, to, okay, how close am I to being done? And if you've raced or watched an 800 before, you know that the first 30 seconds are always the best ones, and then it's generally downhill from there. So as it begins to get hard, I check my watch just about here thinking, okay, I'm more than halfway there, right? And I see that I'm just 300 meters in. So my mind goes from, oh yeah, I'm crushing this, to, uh-oh, this is getting kind of hard and there's still a long way to go. But at least I'm noticing that I'm running at like 2:35 minutes per K, so way under record pace. And that's exactly where I pass in front of the embassy. So Drake's house on my left, and I don't want the security guards to see me slacking, plus I'm a little afraid of them, so I keep pushing on and try to turn my mind off. And by then, I think, geez, I must have gotten to halfway. So I check my watch once again, and I realize, okay, I have less than 200 meters to go. Anybody can fake 200 meters. So mentally, I'm starting to see the end, and I'm doing better. but I'm starting to tie up, and I'm not sure how I'm doing for time, so I just decide to start booking it to the end. I also see the finish. Legs are pretty trashed with lactate. I'm thinking, end strong, keep it together, don't get hit by Celine Dion's limo driver or Drake's row of Escalades in this intersection. Coast is clear. Done. Yeah, that was really tough. Felt like an 800. I think I went out, oh God, really hard for the first 30, and then I looked at my watch and saw 300 meters starting to feel cooked. So I got a little nervous, but yeah, I think if you gave me another 150 meters, it would have started to look pretty terrible. But I think I got it. We need to see how it uploads on Strava. But I think it's it. 201 maybe.
Let's go.
Whew. I texted my coach this morning and I said, hey, I'm doing this thing, and he never answered, so I hope he's cool with it because he follows me on Strava and he's gonna see it. But yeah, it was hard not to get distracted by the houses. Today Drake's house is filled with construction. There are a bunch of trucks around it, so we can see even less than what we can usually see. So, and the good thing I think is that we were able to pass in front without anyone harassing us or bugging us. There's a lot of car traffic around here, not the residents, but I think maybe people just going through the neighborhood or even tourists. We see a lot of tourists around here just to look at the houses, so it was actually hard to get going to find a time, like a 2-minute time block when there were no cars passing by. So I hope Drake was looking out his window. Now it's the moment of truth. Did it register on Strava? Okay, it says your run is ready to view. Is this the... Okay, this is another run. Oh, let's go! Congrats, you just set the course record on cruising by Drake's crib. Okay, it registered. Awesome. 75, 157 is the final time. Okay, so we went sub 2, and the pace is 236 per kilometer. Ooh. But of course, less than a kilometer. So running an actual 236 would be more impressive, but I will take it. So what I find weird about all this is that 157 from a road perspective and like 236 per kilometer sounds really fast, and like I'm pumped with the time. And on the other hand, when you think about it from a track perspective, it's close to an 800. It's probably an 800 in like 204, which in my head is not that quick. Like, it's something that I've done many years ago and that I could probably do in an interval when I'm training for the 1500. So different mentality on the road and on the track. But for now that I'm an old like road guzzler, I will take 157 from 750.
Yeah, and on top of those Strava leaderboards, you'll take it.
Yes, yeah. Let's see how long I last there. Okay, 20 seconds for an end scene. Let's fit in as many Drake references as you can. This was your content for the day. You can thank me now, or you can thank me later. But either way, take care, and one day feel free to try this. Unless, you know, you're not like us.